So as you can see, our house is still standing. At first glance, it looks like there's no problem. The way our neighbor's house had this overhang over the doorway that came away from the wall. Look closely, you can see that's coming away. They're supporting it with bamboo now. If you look more closely, you can see here's a crack going from the ground up to one of our windows. And this same crack is inside the house as well. There's another crack under another window. Here's that same crack that was on the outside of the first window I showed you. You can see it goes right through the windowsill and then down from there. This, by the way, is under in our kitchen, so it's directly under Sam's bedroom. If this is from the earthquake or not, but this window by our bathroom is coming away from the wall. You can see the crack goes down all the way to the floor. First thing we heard was our quake alarm. This is in the stairwell. Go ahead, tap it, Luke. So that's what it sounds like. You can see there's a little pendulum inside that goes back and forth. If we turn the knob to the left, that reduces the sensitivity, but you can imagine that thing was pretty annoying when it was going off all the time. So I've turned it clockwise a little bit to reduce the sensitivity. We have electricity. Our landlord has filled these two 1,000 liter tanks next to our house so that we'll have water if we need it. It's well water, so we'd have to treat it with iodine and boil it. So you can see on top of our building we have a water tank. That water's pumped up to. A lot of people had trouble when the earthquake came. Those water tanks came down. You can imagine 1,000 liters of water coming down on top of you that injured and killed some people. We have little fences, like security fences, like this brick wall fell down. So that was in the path. Now they've cleaned it up and stacked all the bricks over there. So here's a Dhobighat futsal indoor soccer stadium that a lot of people slept in. See another retaining wall here headed towards the kids' school that mostly fell down. Big Mart is open so we can get groceries. That's good. The local temple wasn't damaged very much. Just on top of the posts there were some decorative things that fell down. The stand is open, but the only drinking water they have are empty bottles now. They don't have any anything to sell. Most of the buildings in our neighborhood just don't look like they have any obvious damage. Fencing wall is down here. You can see construction guys are picking it up. If you look more closely at this high-rise in our neighborhood, you can see that there are some cracks at different places on the building, so I don't know if that's a problem or not. So this is the basketball court where we slept for 4 nights. There's still bedding here for a few people who are homeless because their homes were destroyed. But it's put away during the day and the school is using it again. So the kids had their first half day of school today. This is Thursday. You can see that their building has no obvious damage. There is one stairwell that's damaged that's now off limits. Inside the assembly hall, what used to be the back of the stage, that wall completely fell in. This is also where our church meets on Sundays, the Kathmandu International Christian Congregation for Foreigners, the English church. So we're not sure where we're going to meet now because we're not sure that the structure is safe without that back wall.